As Gautama Buddha once said, do you ever feel like negativity has a grip on your mind, holding you back from truly experiencing life's joys? Have you ever wondered if there's a way to break free from these heavy thoughts and emotions? Imagine waking up each day with a sense of peace and clarity, ready to embrace whatever comes your way. What if I told you that it's possible to remove the negativity from your mind and live a more fulfilling life? Welcome to Insightful Journey, where we unravel the mysteries of the mind and explore the wisdom of ancient traditions. Today we embark on a journey to understand how we can remove negativity from our minds, drawing inspiration from the teachings of Buddhism. Picture yourself walking through a beautiful garden, surrounded by vibrant flowers and lush greenery. Suddenly you spot a weed sprouting up among the blossoms. Just like that weed, negativity can creep into our minds, overshadowing the beauty of life. But just as a gardener tends to their garden, we too can cultivate a mindset free from negativity. We believe in the power of simplicity. We don't need complex theories or fancy techniques to transform our minds. Instead, we'll explore practical, down-to-earth strategies that anyone can implement in their daily lives. Imagine this. It's not just a number. It's a sign that we're making a positive impact on people's lives. Let's embark on a quest to unlock the secrets of the mind and discover the path to inner peace through the timeless wisdom of Buddhism. We'll learn how to remove negativity from our minds and pave the way for a brighter, more joyful existence. So sit back, relax, and open your mind to the possibilities that lie ahead. Join our growing community of wisdom seekers. Lesson 1. Understanding negativity. Negativity, we've all experienced it. Just that heavy feeling in your chest, the cloud over your thoughts, the weight dragging you down. But what exactly is negativity? It's like a dark shadow that creeps into our minds, feeding on our fears, doubts, and insecurities. It's the voice that tells us we're not good enough, that we'll never succeed, that we're doomed to fail. But here's the thing. Negativity is not who we are. It's just a passing storm in the sky of our minds. Imagine negativity as a weed in the garden of your mind. It grows when we feed it with negative thoughts and emotions. The more we dwell on our worries and frustrations, the stronger it becomes. But just like any weed, negativity can be uprooted. It takes patience, effort, and a little bit of know-how, but it can be done. So how do we tackle this pesky weed called negativity? First, we need to understand its roots. What triggers our negative thoughts and emotions? Is it a fear of failure, a sense of inadequacy? By identifying the source of our negativity, we can start to address it more effectively. One common source of negativity is comparison. We look at others and measure ourselves against them, always coming up short. But here's the truth. There will always be someone smarter, richer, more attractive than us, and that's okay. We're all on our own journey, and it's pointless to compare our Chapter 1 to someone else's Chapter 10. Another source of negativity is past traumas and disappointments. We carry the weight of our past like a burden, letting it dictate our present and future. But here's the thing. The past is gone. It's just a memory, a story we tell ourselves. We have the power to rewrite that story, to let go of the hurt and move forward with hope. Negativity also thrives on uncertainty. When we're faced with the unknown, our minds spin wild with worry and doubt. But uncertainty is a fact of life. We can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Instead of fearing the unknown, we can embrace it as an opportunity for growth and adventure. Ultimately, negativity is a choice. We can choose to dwell on our problems, or we can choose to focus on solutions. We can choose to wallow in self-pity, or we can choose to cultivate gratitude and optimism. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. So let's make a pact to weed out negativity from our minds, one thought at a time. Together, we can create a garden of positivity where our minds can flourish and bloom. Lesson 2. The Basics of Buddhism. Buddhism, a philosophy and spiritual tradition originating from ancient India, offers profound insights into the nature of existence and the human mind. At its core, Buddhism teaches that suffering is an inherent part of life, but it also provides a path to transcend suffering and achieve lasting happiness. Buddhism began over 2,500 years ago when Siddhartha Gautama, also known as the Buddha, attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. The Buddhist teachings, known as the Dharma, provide guidance on how to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Central to Buddhism are the Four Noble Truths, which outline the nature of suffering and the path to liberation. The first noble truth acknowledges the existence of suffering in various forms, including physical pain, mental anguish, and dissatisfaction. The second noble truth identifies the root cause of suffering as craving and attachment, which lead to dissatisfaction and unhappiness. However, the third noble truth offers hope by proclaiming that suffering can be overcome. The fourth noble truth introduces the Eightfold Path, a practical guide to alleviating suffering and attaining enlightenment. The Eightfold Path consists of 8 interconnected principles: right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. These principles serve as a blueprint for ethical conduct, mental development, and wisdom. One fundamental concept in Buddhism is impermanence, the understanding that all phenomena are transient and subject to change. Impermanence teaches us to let go of attachments and embrace the fluidity of life. Another key teaching is the law of karma, which states that our actions have consequences, shaping our present and future experiences. Karma encourages us to cultivate positive intentions and behaviors to create a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Meditation is a central practice in Buddhism, allowing practitioners to develop mindfulness, concentration, and insight. Through meditation, we can observe the workings of our mind and cultivate inner peace and clarity. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of compassion and loving kindness towards all beings, fostering a sense of interconnectedness and empathy. The concept of non-self challenges the notion of a fixed, independent identity, inviting us to see ourselves as part of a larger whole. Buddhist teachings are not dogmatic, but encourage critical inquiry and personal exploration. By integrating Buddhist principles into our daily lives, we can cultivate wisdom, compassion, and inner peace. Ultimately, Buddhism offers timeless wisdom that can help us navigate the complexities of existence and find true happiness and liberation. Lesson 3. The Nature of Mind in Buddhism. The nature of mind in Buddhism is often likened to a wild elephant, constantly roaming and difficult to tame. It is dynamic, ever-changing, and prone to wandering. Understanding the nature of the mind is crucial in the journey to remove negativity. Imagine your mind as a clear lake reflecting everything around it. Sometimes the waters are calm, and you can see your reflection clearly. Other times, it is disturbed by ripples of thoughts, emotions, and distractions. Buddhism teaches us to calm these ripples and see through to the clarity of the mind. In Buddhism, the mind is not a fixed entity, but a process, a flow of thoughts, feelings, and perceptions. It is impermanent, constantly shifting from one state to another. Understanding this impermanence helps us not to cling to fleeting thoughts or emotions, thereby reducing negativity. Moreover, Buddhism teaches that the mind is inherently pure, like a pristine sky obscured by passing clouds. Negativity arises when these clouds of delusion, attachment, and aversion obscure the natural purity of the mind. By removing these clouds, we reveal the innate clarity and goodness within. One of the key teachings of Buddhism is the concept of mindfulness, which involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Through mindfulness practices such as meditation, we develop awareness of our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to recognize negativity as it arises. Buddhism also emphasizes the interconnectedness of all phenomena, including our thoughts and emotions. When we realize that our mental states are not isolated, but part of a larger web of existence, we become more compassionate towards ourselves and others, reducing negativity. Furthermore, Buddhism teaches us to cultivate positive mental states, such as loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. By nurturing these qualities, we create a supportive inner environment that naturally repels negativity. The practice of meditation plays a central role in understanding and transforming the mind in Buddhism. Through meditation, we train the mind to become more focused, calm, and resilient in the face of negativity. It's like strengthening a muscle through exercise. The more we practice, the stronger our mind becomes. In addition to meditation, Buddhism offers various contemplative practices to investigate the nature of the mind. These practices, such as introspection and self-inquiry, help us penetrate the layers of delusion and gain insight into the true nature of reality. Another important aspect of working with the mind in Buddhism is the cultivation of wisdom. Wisdom arises from seeing things as they truly are, beyond our habitual patterns of perception and conceptualization. With wisdom, we can discern what leads to happiness and what leads to suffering, guiding us away from negativity. Moreover, Buddhism teaches us the importance of ethical conduct in purifying the mind. By living in accordance with ethical principles such as non-harming, honesty, and generosity, we create a foundation of integrity that supports our efforts to remove negativity. Ultimately, the goal of Buddhism is not just to remove negativity from the mind, but to attain liberation from suffering altogether. This liberation, known as enlightenment or awakening, is the culmination of a profound transformation in the way we perceive ourselves and the world around us. In conclusion, understanding the nature of the mind is essential in the journey to remove negativity. By cultivating mindfulness, compassion, wisdom, and ethical conduct, we can train the mind to overcome negativity and experience greater peace and happiness in our lives. Lesson 4. The concept of Dukkha. The concept of Dukkha, a fundamental principle in Buddhism often translated as suffering, goes beyond mere pain or sadness. It encompasses the dissatisfaction and unease inherent in human existence. Imagine waking up each day with a subtle sense of discontent, a nagging feeling that something is missing or that things aren't quite right. That's Dukkha. Consider a simple scenario. You buy a new car hoping it will bring you happiness. Initially, you feel excited and pleased, but as time passes, the novelty wears off, and you start worrying about its maintenance, its value, or comparing it with newer models. This cycle of desire, acquisition, and dissatisfaction illustrates Dukkha. Dukkha manifests in various forms: physical pain, emotional distress, and the impermanence of pleasurable experiences. It's the inevitable gap between our expectations and reality. No matter how hard we try, life doesn't always conform to our desires. Recognizing this truth is the first step towards liberation. Buddhism teaches that dukkha arises from attachment and craving. We cling to pleasure, fearing its loss, and resist pain, longing for its cessation. However, this attachment only perpetuates suffering, By understanding the impermanent and unsatisfactory nature of all things, we can loosen the grip of attachment and find peace. Imagine holding a handful of sand tightly in your fist. The more you clench, the more it slips through your fingers. Similarly, clinging to fleeting pleasures or resisting inevitable pain only leads to frustration. Buddhism suggests opening your hand, letting go of attachments, and embracing the flow of life. Dukkha doesn't mean life is devoid of joy or happiness. Instead, it invites us to explore a deeper truth. Happiness derived from external sources is fleeting and unreliable. True contentment arises from within, independent of external circumstances. It's a state of inner peace, cultivated through wisdom and compassion. Think of a leaf floating on a stream. It moves effortlessly with the current, accepting whatever comes its way. Similarly, when we let go of resistance and surrender to the present moment, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life. This acceptance is the antidote to dukkha. Buddhism offers practical tools to alleviate dukkha, such as mindfulness and meditation. By observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we develop greater awareness and resilience. Through meditation, we cultivate inner stillness and clarity, transcending the fluctuations of pleasure and pain. In essence, dukkha is an integral part of the human experience, but it need not define our existence. By embracing the teachings of Buddhism, we can transform our relationship with suffering. Instead of avoiding or denying it, we learn to befriend it, recognizing it as a catalyst for growth and awakening. Lesson 5. The role of meditation. Meditation is like a gentle breeze that clears the fog of negativity from the mind, leaving behind clarity and calmness. It is a powerful tool in the journey of self-discovery and inner peace. But what exactly is meditation, and how does it work? Imagine sitting by a tranquil pond, watching the ripples fade away until the water becomes still and clear. That's what meditation does for the mind. It helps to quiet the endless chatter of thoughts, worries, and distractions, allowing us to see things as they truly are. At its core, meditation is about training the mind to be present in the moment. It's not about emptying the mind of thoughts, but rather observing them without judgment or attachment. By practicing mindfulness, we become aware of our thoughts and emotions without being consumed by them. There are many forms of meditation, ranging from focused attention to loving kindness and body scan techniques. Each method offers a unique approach to quieting the mind and cultivating inner peace. One of the simplest forms of meditation is mindfulness meditation. It involves paying attention to the present moment, focusing on the sensations of the breath, or observing the thoughts that arise without getting caught up in them. Another powerful practice is loving kindness meditation, where we extend feelings of compassion and goodwill towards ourselves and others. By cultivating kindness and empathy, we dissolve the barriers that separate us from one another. Body scan meditation involves systematically relaxing each part of the body, starting from the toes and working up to the crown of the head. It's a deeply soothing practice that helps release tension and promote physical relaxation. Meditation isn't just about finding inner peace. It also has numerous health benefits. Studies have shown that regular meditation can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve sleep quality. It's like giving your mind and body a much-needed vacation from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. But perhaps the greatest gift of meditation is the sense of connection it fosters to ourselves, to others, and to the world around us. It reminds us that we are part of something greater than ourselves, and that even in moments of struggle, we can find peace and serenity within. So whether you're new to meditation or a seasoned practitioner, remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. Each moment of stillness brings us closer to our true selves, helping us to let go of negativity and embrace the beauty of life. Lesson 6. Practicing mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness is like a gentle breeze that sweeps through the cluttered corridors of the mind, bringing clarity and calmness. It's the art of being fully present in the moment without judgment or distraction. Imagine sitting by a serene pond, watching the ripples dance across the water's surface. That's mindfulness, a peaceful awareness of the here and now. When we practice mindfulness, we tune into our senses, noticing the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and sensations around us. We become aware of our thoughts and emotions, observing them with curiosity and acceptance. Instead of getting caught up in the whirlwind of worries or regrets, we simply acknowledge them and let them pass like clouds drifting across the sky. One simple way to cultivate mindfulness is through mindful breathing. Take a moment to close your eyes and focus on your breath as it flows in and out of your body. Notice the rise and fall of your chest and the sensation of air passing through your nostrils with each inhale and exhale. Feel yourself becoming more grounded and centered in the present moment. Another powerful practice is mindful walking. As you take each step, pay attention to the sensations in your feet touching the ground, the rhythm of your movements, and the sights and sounds of your surroundings. Walking mindfully can turn a mundane stroll into a journey of discovery and wonder. Mindfulness isn't about trying to empty the mind or stop thinking altogether. It's about developing a friendly relationship with our thoughts and learning to respond to them with kindness and compassion. When negative thoughts arise, instead of pushing them away or getting entangled in them, we can simply acknowledge them and gently guide our attention back to the present moment. Research has shown that regular mindfulness practice can have profound benefits for both mental and physical well-being. It can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, improve focus and concentration, enhance self-awareness and emotional regulation, and even boost immune function and resilience. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to get swept away by our busy schedules and endless to-do lists. But by incorporating mindfulness into our daily routine, we can reclaim our inner peace and live with greater clarity, purpose, and joy. So take a moment to pause, breathe, and be present. The present moment is where life truly unfolds, and mindfulness is the key that unlocks its beauty and richness. Lesson 7. Cultivating loving kindness. Loving kindness, or *metta, * in Pali, is a fundamental concept in Buddhism that emphasizes the practice of unconditional love and compassion towards oneself and others. It's about fostering a genuine sense of goodwill and warmth in our hearts, radiating positivity to all beings around us. Imagine yourself as a gentle breeze, spreading warmth and kindness wherever you go. This is the essence of loving-kindness meditation, a powerful practice that cultivates empathy and compassion. Begin by finding a comfortable position, whether sitting or lying down, and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, allowing yourself to relax and settle into the present moment. Now, think of someone you love deeply, perhaps a family member or a close friend. Visualize them in your mind's eye, smiling and happy. Feel the warmth and affection you have for them radiating from your heart. As you hold this image in your mind, silently repeat the following phrases. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Allow these words to resonate within you, sending out waves of love and kindness to your loved one. Notice how your heart softens and opens as you extend these wishes to them. Next, shift your focus to yourself. Often we are harshest on ourselves, but loving kindness meditation invites us to treat ourselves with the same compassion we offer to others. Visualize yourself standing in front of a mirror, looking into your own eyes with love and acceptance. Repeat the phrases, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I live with ease." Embrace yourself with kindness, acknowledging your worthiness of love and happiness. Let go of any self-criticism or judgment, and simply be present with yourself in this moment. Now broaden your circle of compassion to include all beings, regardless of their backgrounds or beliefs. Picture the world around you, filled with countless beings seeking happiness and peace. With each breath, extend your wishes of loving kindness to all beings. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be safe. May all beings live with ease. Feel your heart expanding with each repetition, embracing the interconnectedness of all life. Recognize that we are all worthy of love and compassion, regardless of our differences. As you continue with this practice, notice how it affects your mindset and attitude towards others. You may find yourself feeling more patient, understanding, and empathetic towards those around you. Loving kindness meditation is not just a solitary practice, it's a way of life. Carry the spirit of loving kindness with you throughout your day, offering smiles, kind words, and acts of generosity wherever you go. Remember that kindness is contagious, spreading joy and positivity to everyone it touches. By cultivating loving kindness within yourself, you contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world. Be gentle with yourself as you embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation. Like a seed planted in fertile soil, loving kindness has the power to grow and flourish with time and nurturing. Allow yourself to bask in the warmth of loving kindness, knowing that you are worthy of love and compassion, both from yourself and others. Embrace the beauty of your own heart and let it shine brightly for all to see. In the words of the Buddha, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Choose love over fear, kindness over cruelty, and compassion over indifference. As you integrate the practice of loving kindness into your life, you'll discover a profound sense of peace and fulfillment that transcends the ups and downs of daily life. Take a moment to reflect on the power of loving kindness to transform your relationships, your community, and the world at large. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, has the potential to make a difference. May you continue to cultivate loving kindness in your heart, spreading joy and compassion wherever you go. May your life be filled with love, and may you be a beacon of light in a world that often feels dark. Lesson 8. Letting go of attachments. In the journey of removing negativity from the mind, one of the fundamental teachings of Buddhism is the practice of letting go of attachments. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with unnecessary items everywhere you go. These attachments are like burdens weighing us down, preventing us from experiencing true freedom and inner peace. Attachments can come in various forms: material possessions, relationships, ideas, and even our own identities. We often cling to these things tightly, fearing their loss or change. In reality, our attachments bind us to suffering because they create dependencies and expectations that are fragile and fleeting. Buddhism teaches us to cultivate a mindset of non-attachment, acknowledging that everything in life is impermanent. Just as the seasons change and the river flows, so too do our experiences and relationships evolve. By letting go of our attachments, we release ourselves from the cycle of craving and aversion that perpetuates suffering.
Letting go doesn't mean abandoning what we value or becoming indifferent. Instead, it involves loosening the grip of our attachments and embracing life with openness and acceptance. It's about appreciating the present moment without being consumed by desires for the past or anxieties about the future. One powerful practice for cultivating non-attachment is mindfulness. Through mindfulness, we observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment or attachment. We become aware of the impermanent nature of our experiences and learn to let go of clinging to them. Another aspect of letting go is forgiveness, both forgiving ourselves and others for past wrongs or hurts.
Holding on to grudges or resentments only perpetuates negativity in our minds. By forgiving, we release ourselves from the burden of negative emotions and open the door to healing and reconciliation. Simplicity is key in the practice of letting go. Simplifying our lives by decluttering our physical spaces and simplifying our schedules can create room for greater clarity and peace of mind. When we let go of excess, we make space for what truly matters in our lives. Letting go of attachments also involves releasing the ego, the sense of self that seeks validation and control. When we identify too strongly with our ego, we become susceptible to pride, insecurity, and defensiveness. By letting go of the ego, we connect more deeply with our true nature and the interconnectedness of all beings. The journey of letting go is not always easy. It requires courage, patience, and self-awareness. But with practice and perseverance, we can gradually loosen the grip of attachments and experience greater freedom and happiness in our lives. In conclusion, letting go of attachments is an essential aspect of removing negativity from the mind. By releasing our attachments, we free ourselves from the chains of suffering and open ourselves to a life filled with peace, joy, and love. Lesson 9. Embracing Impermanence. Impermanence, or the concept that all things are transient and constantly changing, lies at the heart of Buddhist teachings. Imagine the seasons changing, leaves falling, flowers blooming. It's a reminder that nothing stays the same forever. Just as the seasons change, so do our experiences, emotions, and even our physical bodies. Understanding impermanence can help us navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and acceptance. When we cling too tightly to things or moments, we set ourselves up for disappointment when they inevitably change. Buddhism teaches us to embrace impermanence, to flow with the river of life rather than resist its currents. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent or detached, but rather learning to appreciate each moment for what it is. By recognizing the impermanent nature of our experiences, we can let go of the past and anxieties about the future. Impermanence reminds us to savor the present moment, to cherish the beauty and joy it brings. When we understand that nothing lasts forever, we can release our grip on the illusion of control and find peace in surrender. Letting go of attachment to permanence allows us to embrace change as a natural part of life's rhythm. Instead of resisting change, we can learn to dance with it, finding freedom in the ebb and flow of existence. Impermanence invites us to live fully, to appreciate the richness and diversity of each passing moment. It encourages us to cultivate gratitude for the experiences and relationships that enrich our lives. By embracing impermanence, we can overcome fear and uncertainty, finding strength in the knowledge that change is inevitable. Like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, we too can undergo transformation and growth when we embrace impermanence. Through mindfulness and acceptance, we can navigate life's transitions with grace and resilience. Impermanence teaches us to let go of attachments and embrace the beauty of the present moment. By embracing impermanence, we can find freedom from suffering and discover profound peace within ourselves. In the ever-changing dance of life, may we find solace in the knowledge that impermanence is not a curse, but a gift that allows us to truly appreciate the preciousness of each moment. Lesson 10. Overcoming negative habits. In the journey of removing negativity from the mind, overcoming negative habits plays a pivotal role. Our habits, whether they be thoughts, actions, or reactions, shape our lives in profound ways. Recognizing and addressing these habits is essential for our mental well-being and personal growth. Habits are like pathways in our minds, formed through repetition and reinforcement. Some habits uplift us, while others drag us down into negativity. It's crucial to identify our negative habits, such as self-criticism, procrastination, or pessimistic thinking. These habits often operate on autopilot, influencing our thoughts and behavior without our conscious awareness. Once we become aware of our negative habits, we can begin the process of overcoming them. Awareness is the first step towards change. Mindfulness practice can help us observe our habits without judgment. By bringing mindful attention to our thoughts and actions, we create space to intervene and choose a different response. Cultivating self-compassion is essential in overcoming negative habits. Instead of berating ourselves for our shortcomings, we can offer ourselves kindness and understanding. Setting clear intentions to change our habits empowers us to take action. By visualizing the positive outcomes of breaking free from negativity, we motivate ourselves to persist in our efforts. It's important to start small when tackling negative habits. Break them down into manageable steps and celebrate each small victory along the way. Surrounding ourselves with supportive environments and people can bolster our efforts to overcome negative habits. Seek out friends, mentors, or support groups who encourage positive change. Practice self-discipline and consistency in your efforts to break free from negative habits. Like any skill, overcoming negativity requires dedication and practice. Engage in activities that nourish your mind and spirit, such as meditation, exercise, creative pursuits, or spending time in nature. These activities can help shift your focus away from negative patterns. Replace negative habits with positive alternatives. For example, instead of dwelling on past mistakes, practice gratitude for the present moment and envision a brighter future. Be patient and gentle with yourself throughout this process. Breaking free from deeply ingrained habits takes time and effort. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and growth. Keep a journal to track your progress and reflect on your experiences. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can provide valuable insights into your patterns of behavior. Cultivate a growth mindset, believing in your ability to change and evolve. Approach challenges as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than obstacles to be feared. Practice forgiveness, both towards yourself and others. Let go of resentment and grudges that weigh you down, freeing up energy for positivity and joy. Surround yourself with positive influences, whether it be uplifting books, inspirational quotes, or affirming music. Fill your environment with reminders of your inherent worth and potential. Seek professional help if needed. Therapy or counseling can provide additional support and guidance in overcoming deeply ingrained negative habits. Stay committed to your journey of self-improvement, even when faced with setbacks or obstacles. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to a life free from negativity. Celebrate your progress along the way. Acknowledge the strides you've made and the resilience you've shown in overcoming challenges. Remember that overcoming negative habits is a lifelong journey. Stay vigilant and proactive in maintaining positive habits and nourishing your mind, body, and spirit. By embracing the process of change, you can create a life filled with positivity, peace, and fulfillment. Negativity is like a heavy burden that weighs down the mind, making life feel difficult and challenging. But it doesn't have to be this way. By embracing the teachings of Buddhism and incorporating mindfulness practices into our daily lives, we can lighten this burden and find greater peace and happiness within ourselves. Buddhism teaches us that negativity arises from our attachment to desires and our aversion to unpleasant experiences. By understanding the nature of our minds and the causes of suffering, we can begin to break free from the cycle of negativity. Meditation plays a crucial role in this process, helping us to develop greater awareness and compassion for ourselves and others. Through meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing them to arise and pass away like clouds in the sky. This practice enables us to cultivate a sense of inner peace and stability, even in the midst of life's challenges. Another key aspect of Buddhist teachings is the cultivation of loving kindness, or metta, towards us and all beings. By extending compassion and goodwill to others, we can dissolve the barriers of negativity that separate us from one another. Letting go of attachments is also essential on the path to removing negativity from our minds. When we release our grip on material possessions and ego-driven desires, we create space for true happiness to arise. Embracing the impermanence of life helps us to let go of clinging to things that are fleeting and transient. Instead of resisting change, we learn to flow with the natural rhythms of life, finding peace in the present moment. Overcoming negative habits requires diligence and patience, but with consistent effort, we can transform our minds and hearts. Each small step we take towards greater positivity and mindfulness contributes to the well-being of ourselves and the world around us. As we conclude our journey, remember that the path to removing negativity from our minds is not always easy, but it is profoundly rewarding. By nurturing our inner gardens with love and care, we can cultivate a beautiful oasis of peace and joy within ourselves. So let us continue to walk this path with courage and determination, knowing that each step brings us closer to freedom from suffering. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of how to remove negativity from our minds. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with others who may benefit from these teachings. And be sure to subscribe for more videos on mindfulness, Buddhism, and personal growth. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be free from negativity.